I have a nice scrap piece of wood here. Let's make a magnetic kitchen knife block. This is a piece of Cumaru. It's also known as Brazilian teak. It's one of the densest, hardest woods. It's rot resistant, has a beautiful grain pattern. So this would be a good choice for a kitchen knife block. You can finish it in beeswax, mineral oil, tung oil, something else that's food safe, so knives can go directly on it. So our first step here is to cut this to size and shape it. All right, got it cut to length. For the edge, I think I'm gonna choose, let's choose a chamfer. Let's do that guy. To mount the knives, I picked up one of these Harbor Freight magnetic tool holders. So in order for that to fit, I'm gonna have to recess mount it in here. So I'm gonna have to route a channel the dimensions of the bar magnet. So we'll do that next. I already got my holes drilled for my magnet width, and in my old hardware bin, and don't worry, they're not used, but I thought closet flange bolts, toilet bolts, would actually have a cool look. Kind of a finished, it's not just a bolt head, kind of a cool look. So let's proceed with routing the channel in the back of the board. We're going to use a straight cutting bit for this. Since we're using a router table, we don't need any bearings. So let's go with the 3/8, and we'll remove a little at a time with the width and the depth. Just take off a little at a time. To tell where to stop might be a little hard to see, but I have a pencil mark there and a pencil mark there, and the corresponding marks are on the board itself. So I just lined up that mark with that mark, and I knew to stop. And likewise, I lined up that mark and knew where to stop. All right, here is the routed channel with mounting holes drilled, so we can work on mounting the magnet. All right, so it's this side of the magnet that directs the flux to attach metallic objects to. So we want to mount that going this way. Okay, there we go. It's mounted. Let's test it. Beautiful. That's plenty strong, actually. So now we can just clean it up, put a finish coat on it, and get it mounted. right, for finishes, Cumaru in its natural state is really rot resistant and mold and mildew resistant, but we do want some sort of finish coat to put on here, protect the wood a little bit. So we have a few options. I went through what I had here. Um, Linseed oil, it's a classic finish. Linseed oil is food safe if it's raw. However, if it's boiled, they add additives to it, and that's not food safe. Unfortunately, what I have here is boiled linseed oil, so that's out. Shellac, one of my other favorite finishes, it's all natural. Comes from the lac bug. You get these flakes, and you can dissolve the flakes and then apply your finish. However, this being in an aerosol, I assume there's some sort of drying or evaporating accelerants or other solvents in here. So just to be safe, ruling that out. Unfortunately, I didn't have just a can of the stuff. True oil. This is one of my favorites. It was made for gun stocks, but I've used it on a lot of little trinkets and wood knickknacks that I've used. Super easy to apply. You apply it with your fingers, and then between coats, you use steel wool to buff it, and will fill the pores, and then you just build up each subsequent layer, and that turns into a really nice finished, protected, natural looking finish. However, this has solvents, so that's out. A lot of these beeswax products are safe, food safe. They make them for cutting boards, but this one, I had to look this one up, and this has additives in it. Not sure what the difference is here. It's a feed in wax wood preserver, but it's not the food safe variety. Hung oil. I like this finish too. It's natural. And that would be food safe. However, the one I have, it's made for hand rubbing, and that means they added solvents in it to help with that process and the leveling and the finishing and evaporating. So that's out. So I think what we're gonna go with, just 100% mineral oil. That's not toxic at all. It's food safe. And I heard something like there's a saying, something along the lines of one coat a day for a week, one coat a week for a month, and then one coat a month for life. And then it's always protected. And that's starting with a raw wood piece. And it's very easy to apply. You just pull it on and then let it evaporate. Especially you want to pay attention to the end grains. A lot of wood species, like oak, for example, it's like straws on the end and they can just suck up liquid. So you want to hit the ends really heavy, but you pull it on, just let it sit 20, 30 minutes and wipe it off. And then you can do your subsequent coats after that. So that's what we'll proceed with. Tear off a little piece of this rag. And like I said, you put this on pretty heavy. You kind of just cool the surface. You want it all to absorb in all the grain. You just let it sit on there for 20 minutes or so. Look at that color on the Cumaru here. That's no stain or anything, just the mineral oil. And we're gonna hit these ends pretty hard because that's where we'll suck it up the most. All right, we'll let that sit and then come back, wipe off the excess, and do another coat. All right, here it is 24 hours later after the first coat has dried. It didn't pool up at all or anything, so I'm gonna proceed with a second coat. I'll probably take in some more product. If it did raise the grain at all, some especially water-based finishes can raise the grain on the wood. You can hit it with some 400 grit or so sandpaper and then apply another coat. But yeah, this is perfectly smooth. It didn't raise the grain at all, so I'm just gonna proceed with another coat of mineral oil. All right, 7 coats done. Let's work on mounting the magnet. Now I think for mounting the bar to like the side of a fridge, I'm going to use these neodymium magnets. So I might drill a hole right next to each nut here. Kind of cool. You can see the flux lines. All right, I got it all together. It's mounted. I have 2 magnets back here to mount the block itself. Let's see how it holds. Perfect. It's actually plenty strong. Here it is all done and mounted. It was strong enough I could even put kitchen shears on there. Just slide it down to the tang here and it locks in. Perfect.